Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Kyle from the TF Review, and welcome to a very special Tuesday Christmas edition of Megazord Monday, if that even makes any sense. Today we're taking a look at the absolutely gorgeous Legacy Dragonzord from Bandai America. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video review. So here we have the Legacy Dragonzord, and if you can't already tell, it is absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. This is, in essence, when the Legacy Megazord line actually started for me. Because the original Legacy Megazord, don't get me wrong, it was great, but it still had a lot of problems. Stickers and loose joints, and the thing is, this toy is so good that it really makes a lot of the issues of the original Legacy Megazord, it makes them real apparent, and it makes them stand out a lot more. And we'll get to that when we start taking a look at the battle mode and the Mega Dragonzord and whatnot. But, from a visual standpoint, this is literally a recreation of the suit used in the show. This is probably closer to Dragon Caesar toy that even I think the Japanese crowd got back in the early 80s, late 80s, early 90s. It's absolutely gorgeous, covered in silver paint. You notice this tail right here? This is literally, it's like they dripped it in silver paint and then pulled it up and stuck it on. And it's that nice premium quality silver paint that you'd come to expect on a premium Bandai of America toy. And it's made up of a lot of die cast. It is very heavy. His whole feet right here is all die cast. His belt is all die cast. And his arm pieces are all die cast as well. Everything else is plastic, but painted plastic, and very well painted plastic. For articulation, he does have just a little bit. His arms can move forward and back. His hands can rotate due to the transformation. He can open his mouth just a wee smidge bit. He can kind of move his legs forward and kind of bend them at the knee. He does have feet articulation. It's just a single detent. And his tail is made up entirely of ball joints, so you can literally do whatever you want with them. And it's glorious. Though I have noticed over time, some of the joints, you'll see, it's getting a little loose. So you're probably going to need a bit of furniture polish or something to tighten them up. But if that doesn't bug you, you know, it's still glorious. Again, there's no stickers at all. These little details right here that run along the side, that's all painted, fine gold detail. It's just an absolutely gorgeous piece. Now, he does come with interchangeable hands. He has both these hands, which are sort of his firing missile hands. And he comes with more lax hands. These are sort of him when he's just kind of standing there. And I lost the other one already. And you can just replace them. They're on a simple ball joint. You pull it off, and then you put these hands on. Though, it's worth noting that you cannot use the kind of bent, lax hands when transforming him or combining him with the Megazord. You do, in fact, need to use these hands. Now, he also, unlike the original toy, he doesn't have any electronics. And some people can see that as a downside. Some people don't really care. Wherever there was lights in the original toy, for example, his chest, that's just been painted red orbs. And personally, I don't mind it because I kind of think electronics on toys can be a hindrance at times. So I'm fine with it not having electronics. And apart from that, that's basically it for the Dragon mode. It's gloriously beautiful. It is a perfect representation of the suit in the show. I love it. For a quick size comparison, here he is right next to the original Legacy Megazord. He's a little bit shorter, but there is a substantial weight difference. A lot more die cast used in this guy. Plus the tail kind of, makes it a little bit weird. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take him and we're going to take a look at the battle mode. And to get to the battle mode, this is fun. You want to yank off his tail, and his tail is on a Zord Builder port. And then what you can do is you can take his tail and just collapse it. And now it's a straight spear. We can put that to the side for now. And then what you want to do is you want to split his legs like a... Oh, sorry, I'm not going to go there. Oh, yeah, we're not going to go there on this channel. This is a family-friendly channel. We're going to take this, put this to the side for now, and then we're going to combine them back up. Now we want to take his hands, and they do compress. They're on kind of like it's like a double joint, but it's not. And that just compresses just like that. Then what you want to do is you want to unclip these gold pieces, unclip this gold piece, and these just peg together, and also fold out the mouth. And that reveals a new head, which is also gloriously painted. And then you want to lift up these little panels in his knee, and do the same on this one. It doesn't really lock into anything. It's weird connection that it's got. But that, yeah, and that's a thing. And we can now move the legs forward, and we can put this down to the side for now. Now we need to take the Legacy Megazord, rip off his legs, and also pull off the arms. So what we do now is we take this, slide it on, peg the arms on. We can kind of put it up like that, that's fine. And do the same on this side. And we also stick the legs onto the feet. There are Zord Builder ports right there. I don't know if you saw that. That's one of the issues, is these, because the feet are die cast, it makes them very heavy. They do fall forward very easily. Do the same, put the leg on, attach it, and we are almost done with the battle mode. I hope you saw that. I have no control over the camera right now. My tripod broke, so I'm kind of using like makeshift stuff. Yeah, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So, we want to take his chest, extend it out like that, and we also want to take the tail, which we have retracted, and that just pegs in like that. And he also comes with this little staff sword, very accurate to the show. It's a little weird because some of the legs are shorter than the other ones. Since I didn't have the original toy, I don't know what the deal is with that. And then you just peg it on. Then on the back there's a little peg back here that just pegs out that you can hold on to. And there is his staff, and it is ridiculously big. It's almost like twice the size of him. So to get him to hold it, you probably want to bring the arm up just a tad. I'm blocking the light, sorry. Let's see, you want to slide this into his hand. It's a bit of a science, I know, it's... There we go. Alright, now he's holding it. I don't know if you can see this, but this is an absolute glorious thing right now. Kind of washed out a little bit, sorry about that. He doesn't retain much articulation. The arms can still kind of move forward and back, though this is kind of when it starts becoming a balancing act. I don't even want to dare bend the leg, but I'm just going to assume there's no more leg articulation. And it's not the only mode that you get with this toy. We also get the Mega Dragon Battle Mecha Deca Becca Load mode. The Mega Dragonzord. That's easy to remember. How did I not remember that? So this is this is my personal favorite mode, but it gets a little bit more awesome. So we just need to start taking them apart again. And to get him into the Mega Dragonzord mode, can start by doing all this stuff, raise the head, and we can put this back to the side. It kind of like makes a little gate. I kind of like the way that is, like little Power Rangers walking under it and stuff. So what we need to do is take the Legacy Megazord. You'll notice I removed the chest piece. The instructions ask that you put the arms and move the chest piece forward, and then lower those as well. I think that's about right. Now this is kind of when it gets a little bit complicated. It's kind of an order of operations. It's weird. You'll see when I get... You'll see it, but it's weird. We need to move his horns back. Let's see. There's also a little pin back here that we need to fold back as well. Now you need to get his horns in through this hole right here, so you need to, like you're trying on a new pair of shoes or something. That's the most important piece, because the head just will not fit if you do not get those horns in like that. Perfect. Alright, and you'll notice it's kind of lacklusterly hanging on there. What we want to do now is, you'll notice this little pin back here. We need to push it in, and that'll just peg into place, and you can also take his tail, and that'll peg into the back. Well, it should. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, and now we also want to turn him around. And you'll notice he's wobbly, and that's where the issues of the original Legacy Megazord really start to show. What we can do to add a bit of support, we can lift this up, and there are these little joints. I don't know if you can see me folding it down, and then slide it around. And this will help hold the Dragonzord onto the Megazord. It doesn't really help structurally support the Megazord in any way, but it just kind of holds the Dragonzord onto the Megazord just a little bit better. Fold it down, and there we go. So now we've got a real firm connection onto the Megazord, which is good, but, you know, it's like walking on a concrete bridge with a bunch of cracks on it. You know, it's nice, but it's still got its issues. And then what we can do, make sure these are down all the way, fold up his legs, do the same on this side, fold up his legs, and there's another issue. The whole thing is very heavy. It puts a lot of pressure on these joints. And there we kind of go. You can rotate his feet to look down, like that. You can do a lot right there. I also forgot to mention, if you wanted to, you can, and should, peg his chest back into place, so it is firm connection, and that does make him lean forward a little bit more. He is a leaner. He does just want to lean forward automatically. Again, that's one of the many design flaws of the original 2013 Legacy Megazord. But that's not without saying that this looks absolutely gorgeous, because this is the Dragonzord toy I think we've always wanted as kids. Super accurate to the TV show. If you own Legacy Titanus, he does come with knee supports, which do help. Or if you have the 2015 Legacy Megazord, or the black and gold Legacy Megazord, those also have a little bit tighter joints at the knee. Since this is the 2013 version, it does struggle to stand and does lean a bit forward. But if you leave it in one spot, it should be fine. You don't really get much articulation. The arms, his arms have kind of been stuck, and you get, you know, the same articulation you have with the knee, which just wants to move forward. And that's about it. And if you want, he can still hold this and look amazing while doing it. Yeah, it doesn't want to stand, whatever. And I'm not sure what else there is to say about this thing. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to the Warrior Wheel, for whatever reason. And I just happen to have the Thunderzord right here. So, here he is next to the Thunderzord. Soon to be standing next to the Legacy Thunderzord, which will be real nice. Anyway, that does it for this video review, guys. I'm not sure what else, or if there's anything else to go over and cover on the Legacy Dragonzord. It is an absolutely stunning piece, except when it does that. It's gorgeous. It is a gorgeously sculpted, gorgeously painted representation of Dragon Caesar, or the Dragonzord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, whichever you want. It's the best one we've ever gotten. I think it's the best one we're ever going to get from either the Japanese or American side. If you didn't get it, you really missed out, though you can find them cheap every now and then. Hopefully they'll do a re-release. Rumors have it that they're going to do a black and gold re-release of the Dragonzord. We'll see what happens, but that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, it's definitely a must-have if you're into the Legacy line at all. This is, again, it's really when the Legacy line really started. It seemed like they weren't sure what they wanted with the original Legacy Megazord, but they really found their niche with the Dragonzord into Titanus later on, which we'll look at another time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Facebook at the TF Review. I've got a photo gallery of the Legacy Dragonzord on my Facebook page, so be sure to check that out. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.